Welcome to this Brazilian Tapioca Pancake recipe. This is healthtraveljunkie.com and we're gonna explain to you now how to make your favorite Brazilian tapioca pancake at home using nothing but tapioca flour and water. As you can see, we took tapioca flour and we mix it with water. So basically you want this cement-like mixture, which you could see in the video. If it's a liquid consistency, then you can be certain that the flour is 100% hydrated. However, you do not want too much liquid, and in this case there is too much liquid, so you have to add more and more flour to get it more solid. As you can see here, it's still a cement-like mixture, but it's getting more and more solid. Very weird, unique texture, like a substance from outer space. But we simply want to hydrate the tapioca flour, and we need it to be dry in the end. It will have moisture inside, but it will be dry. And as you can see, we're breaking up the lumps of the tapioca flour. So we're breaking the lumps, but there is still some of this melting thing going on. You can see it's not exactly melting, but it's still too liquid. There's too much moisture, so we need to add even more tapioca flour. Very clearly, too much liquid. We want this to be like a fine white powder in the end. Thus, as you can see, I'm breaking up the lumps as much as I can, while keeping in mind that we might still have to add more tapioca powder sooner or later. It still comes across as containing too much liquid. We're not getting that finely ground white powder that we want. But soon we will. As soon as we add extra tapioca flour right now, you will see we will get that perfect white powder consistency that we are after, before we proceed to the final step with our metal sieve. The extra water is being absorbed by the white powder. Now our mixture is almost perfectly hydrated. Perfect. Here's the sieve. You take the powder, you put it in the sieve, and we are now gonna get the final product very soon. It has to be a metal sieve. A plastic sieve will not help you to create the final white powder. As you can see, when we're moving the lumps around inside the sieve, we get the fine white powder final product in the bowl below. It's almost like it's snowing in the bowl below. Small particles of tapioca starch mixed with water, fully hydrated, the final product with which we are going to create those magical Brazilian tapioca pancakes very soon. Fast forward. It's really not that difficult. It just takes a few minutes. As you can see, we already have a nice amount of tapioca powder to make our first tapioca pancake. Perfect texture. This is 100% homemade fresh tapioca, hydrated, ready to make a pancake. Let's take our special mixture to the stove. The pan is heating up. quicker the pan heats up, the quicker our pancake will solidify. The heat binds together the particles of our hydrated tapioca mixture. We add enough tapioca mixture to form a perfect round white pancake. Then we leave it to the heat to bind together all the particles into a delicious tapioca pancake. You can add as much of this white powder as you deem necessary. As you can see, move it around to test if it's binding, and in this case it's already fully bound. The pancake is formed thanks to the heat. We're gonna flip it now soon to the other side. Then we flip it. Perfect. Then it also now bind on the other side. So now we can already start thinking, what kind of a filling do you want? You're gonna add the filling now on the pancake, and you're gonna warm up the filling in the plate. For example, if you can add some cheese, cheese will start melting, which is perfect. Magnifique. Do the flip. Spinach, nature's prescription for good health. Add spinach wherever you can, and in this case we only have 2 ingredients. The perfect timeless combination of spinach and cheese. You really can add anything you'd like into the pancake, but we're keeping it simple this time around. It's more simply to demonstrate to you how you can make a quick and easy pancake. You can do all the fine-tuning at home with your own preferred ingredients. Whatever you want to add in your tapioca, give it a go, give it a try, and you are bound to succeed. It's not easy to screw up this recipe. It can also be a sweet taste, so you will choose between sweet and salty. In this case, it's more of a salty taste. Spinach and cheese, if it was a sweet taste, it would be honey and cheese. Or peanut butter and jelly, peanut butter and honey, peanut butter, banana and honey with some strawberries. That is the sweet alternative. That is the main choice you have to make. Do you want a sweet tapioca or do you want a salty tapioca? We have chosen salty tapioca, and now it's completely perfecto. Perfect. Let us cut it in half to show you how perfect it also looks in the inside. Tapioca with spinach and cheese. As an add-on extra to store the rest of your tapioca hydrated powder, this is what I recommend. Put it in a container that you can seal. Make sure it's airtight, then it will hold longer. It will keep longer if it's an airtight container like this one. Voila! There you have it. Tomorrow and the next day and the next day is all tapioca days. healthtraveljunkie.com. Subscribe to our channel.